the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Really excited that we can all get together and work toward preventing suicide. It's a topic that's really important to our competition organizer, Jackson Erdos. So we're really excited that we get to, speaking of, really excited that we're out here to support them. We're going to get started pretty soon here. We have a killer course. Let's take a look at the course here. Your first obstacle is called Hot Wheels. You can run across the top of these pinwheels right here. And this is going to be pretty tough for some of the athletes if they're not feeling confident in their balance. But obstacle number one, I believe they can use their hands to get to this gray box right here, because they're clear. They're then going to be running across the ring who is it obstacle, jumping on the trampoline to the rings, going to the gray right over here, moving quickly along to the 7-10 split. You have the bowling pins, you have the bullseye from TGS, you have the slider, and then you're doing a fun upward lache move to this preset trapeze bar. This is where the athletes are going to have to utilize some really solid sliding bar technique. You're going to see a lot of athletes push their hips back behind them about halfway through the bar, and that sets them for that upward movement that they're going to need to do at the bottom of the lache. So you hit that preset bar, swing all the way through to your dismount box, which is right here. Then we've got a quick dash over. We may need to go back to the start soon, but we're going to get through as much of this course as we can. We have two separate split decision options. We have the Frustration Avenue, and then we have Magic Trick. I'll let you figure out which one is which. Next, going around, you have WWE SmackDown or the semi-straight line. There's a lot of tricky technique that the athletes are going to need to use to get through. We'll see how people make decisions. A lot of people last wave went for semi-straight line. It was a little bit differently in the last wave. But I honestly think WWE SmackDown, maybe that's the way to go with that long PVC if you're feeling confident. Might be it. All right, so it looks like we are getting ready to get started. We're going to head back to the start. I will keep you up to date on the rest of the obstacles once we get going here. We've got some crowds waving to us. They're excited to be here. We're excited to be here. I'm going to tie my shoe so that I do not trip. Just in case, see the camera real quick. Just in case I forgot to mention it at the beginning, my name is Mary Layton, and I am the commentator ninja, and I love commentating on competitions, especially ones that are for a good cause. So, hit me up if you got one of those. But, all right, I see Aiden Wood about to step up to the starting platform. Aiden Wood, one of our elite ninjas in the NNL. Quite a young athlete, been training ninja for 4 years and has some excellent ninja resume. His dad, Mark Wood, is one of the top athletes in the Masters division. I think one season they went to, it had to have been more than 20 competitions throughout the season, just getting lots of comp experience, and that's definitely going to pay off here today. This stage one course is no joke. It is pretty long, not gonna lie. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 tough obstacles that these athletes have to get through. And yeah, 3:30 time limit for the 8 miles. Now, 3:30 time limit I do think is doable. You saw Charlie Ball, who is probably one of the top, I think he's a preteen athlete at this point. One of the top preteen athletes get through the course in just around 3 minutes, so certainly doable for these elite athletes. One thing that's going to work in their favor is that there's a lot of really big swings that they have to build up. Your elite athletes, this is the 12 and up pro division. They're taller, they have a little bit more body mass. They're going to be able to build up those swings a bit faster. So the time limit, don't think it's going to be too much of an issue for them. And then our female athletes have a time limit of 4 minutes. So we will see how they get through here. All of these things, of the female athletes here today that I know, I think they can all get through this course. This course it's really fun, and the obstacles are all doable. So happy to see that difference in time limit to help with some of those crazy big power moves that really can be sort of taxing. So, let's see. Jack, what are we waiting for?
Cal wanted more warm-up time.
Okay. Cal wanted more warm-up time. Why don't we look at the rest of the course while we are waiting? So we'll take a look right here at Skyfall. Skyfall obstacle is going to come right after those funky balance obstacles that you guys saw. So you are grabbing on to the 988 Suicide Prevention Hold, built for us by Stronghold Ninjas. They are one of our sponsors. You are building up a huge swing. You heard me reference those massive swings that the athletes are going to have to build up. And we're going straight to the V formation hold and dismounting on this gray box. Next, it is the longest broken bridge that I have seen in my life. Now they're pretty sturdy. It's not going to fall. It's not as floppy as some of these things that you might see at other gyms. So at first when I saw this when we were setting up yesterday, I was like, what? But now that I see how sturdy they are, I get it. So you're going to be running across Army, and then you are going instantly into a special delivery. Your pro athletes can only grab the slot. You see that tape on the outside handles. Our previous wave, they were able to grab wherever they wanted, only going for that slot. Make sure you're looking where you want to go. I actually just did a quick special delivery technique. When you're going to a special delivery, a lot of people look for the slot, right? In Ninja, don't do that, because when you look at something, your hands are trained to go just above it and grab onto it. That's why you want to look at the bottom piece. Your hands are going to go right where they need to be. Another technique that Matt Bradley said is he doesn't even look at it until he's about to go to it, because it helps him focus on that grab. Does take a little trial and error to figure out your technique, but some helpful hints for those of you working on that special delivery grab. It's here to stay. It'll be in a lot of comps. Make sure you know what you're doing. From the special delivery, headed to a PVC, to another special delivery, same thing. Go for the slot here. You have a bow shoe, this top bar to get to this dismount box right here. Then the stroller coaster. My favorite obstacle in the entire stage 1 course. The athletes are running up the warp wall. They came to the top, grabbing the sliding down, going over to the stronghold. I believe they can grab the sides. Then that is going to be sliding and down to take them right to the purple steps, and they're going essentially to that blue box right there. Then we're going to go into this alleyway for our last 2 obstacles, Touch the Sky by Kanye West and Down for Brad grabs. So this is a little bit of interesting sky hook technique. So you'll have the sky hook here that's going to start on this one. You're going over this second sky hook. Now the sky hook is for the next transfer. This bar actually rotates around so that you can make the transfer to the next one. What you're going to see here is a lot of athletes having their hands oriented a specific way so that they can flip it around and be facing the right direction, and they don't have to mess with their hands to go to the next one. The efficiency in this, the athletes we've got, Aiden Wood, Cal, Paul Woods, pretty exciting. All right, we are getting started right now. We'll talk about the last obstacle when we get there. But now our first athlete, Aiden Wood, is up. We took a very bad path here. And it looks like they are adjusting the time limit right now. 3:10. 3:10 is what that looks like. Okay. 3:15. 3:15? Do I hear 3:15? 3:15, tight time limit for sure. They're going to have to fly, but all of these athletes can fly.
All right, we're going to start the first round. First up, we have Aiden. Good.
And Aiden Wood is off. You heard me talking about some of his ninja resume. Aiden won NNL Worlds in 2020. He is a competitor from A&W Junior and is a 3-time Stage 3 finalist. We'll see if he can make it to Stage 3 today. Beautiful technique through the slider, dashing right over to his first split decision. Deciding to go with frustration. Oh, it doesn't look good. Those two blocks are set right next to each other. It was 3 blocks for our last wave competitors. We'll talk in a little bit. It looks like the semi-straight line, not too difficult to get through here. Aiden is a stellar athlete. Now, with the tight time limit of 3 minutes and 15 seconds, you're going to see athletes want to build up this swing as quickly as possible. I'm really expecting to see a few athletes get here in 2 swings or less, but that is a big distance. You saw Jackson get through it in less than 2 swings earlier, but that's fresh. That's not having done 6 challenging obstacles before. So with 1:55 left on the clock, that should be plenty of time to get through the rest of this course as long as we stay smooth. Oh, and that first move to the special delivery. Now the athlete gets the clear on Army when they touch the special delivery, but they have to show control. They don't get it for just slapping it. So unfortunately, Aiden missed 2 points right there. It looks like we are allowing the athletes to go on the top of the warped wall for this. It's going to be a lot easier for them to set here, I think. And I do like that change, as it allows the athletes enough time to set for that lache to the stronghold. So we're going to get our first look here at Touch the Sky by Kanye West. Let's see if Aiden knows the tech.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah, Aiden!
did not quite get the transfer. And it looks like he's going to continue on anyway to get a drop. Down for Brad grabs, which is the final obstacle. It is a really interesting salmon ladder move. Oh, nice work from Aiden. So Jackson, real quick, do they have to drop the bar down to this set right here, or can they go straight? So they're going up. Okay. All right. 6 obstacles. Now time for Cal Pujols to come on up to the start platform. It looks like we are getting some things reset, getting that ring over there reset. We have a stellar course team out here today. Lots of parents and people who work here at the gym helping us out run this competition. We love them. They're great. All right, let's talk about Cal Pujols. Ninja has been a part of his life for 8 years. Cal started training when he was 8 years old. He has spent half of his life doing this sport. What are some of the results of the amount of time he's spent there? 2nd in A&W 13 qualifying, 5th on A&W Junior, Seasons 1 in the 11 to 12 division. He also has a quint on the salmon ladder. For those of you that are not sure what a quint is, that's when an athlete is capable of skipping. Let's see, quint is, I think that's 5. 5 rungs on a salmon ladder, building up that swing from the bottom. Now, we've got some salmon ladder moves coming up soon. Looks like Cal needs to tie up those shoes. So Cal is deciding to go on magic trick. The athletes have to pull out the small PVC, getting some pointers from Jackson on how to do it. And it looks like he's got it. Pretty wobbly right there. Needs to get through, can't touch those away. Oh, and the bunny hops are strong with this one. Deciding to go. You heard me mention in my introduction, if you're feeling confident on slider, it might be the move. So Cal did not, unfortunately, get a clear on that. And you saw him quickly move on to the next obstacle. The smaller amount of clears you have today, you're really going to want to make sure you give yourself time to rest for those more difficult obstacles at the end so you can get as many points as possible. Oh, and beautiful height through the air. Immediate, oh, beautiful execution, getting to that special delivery. Cal is a very confident athlete, just going right away into these moves. This obstacle is called up and down. Oh, and I missed on that dismount earlier, you guys. We are actually going to the gray and then to the purple right there.
55 left.
So even though Aiden did not clear the balance obstacle, he is actually doing a little bit better than Aiden at this point if we get the clear here, as he was able to clear that move into the special delivery. So let's see how he does here. Again, these athletes, top 75%, are going to be moving on to stage 2. Now, if you don't have, oh, and it looks like we're good. Okay, let's see if we can get this. The athletes have to grab the salmon ladder and go up. Oh, unfortunately, not quite the execution of the move that Cal was looking for, but we do have 8 obstacles in 2:58. So nice job. So top 75%, even if you don't have the best in the world, that we got a little points that we need to get squared away. Even if you don't have the best run, if it's top 75%, you could still move on, but you still want to have a good run, because if you have a good run, this is going to set you up for more success in stage 2. You get to go later in the wave. You get to see other athletes go, figure out your strategy, save yourself up for stage 3. So you still want to be having a solid performance in all 3 waves here.
Next up, Ethan.
All right. It is now Ethan Garduzki. You may recognize Ethan. He had a stellar performance on A&W this most recent season. He cleared the qualifying course. If I remember correctly, I believe he finished with the 2nd fastest time, or it was the fastest time. If you're watching and you know Ethan, please chime in the chat. Let me know. Beautiful tech right there, linking through that dismount. Now Ethan's goals here today, he wants to make it to stage 2. So far, we're looking pretty good. Getting through these balance obstacles honestly could be a make or break. I think a lot of your athletes here today, very much capable of those skyhook transfers, very much capable of the ends. Where I think you might see the athletes losing the points is going to be on these 2 balance obstacles, and probably that move up to the special delivery. That's really where you're going to want to really lock in your focus and make sure you're getting those moves. So make sure you pick the path that you feel you can be successful on. Great execution of Ethan through the magic obstacle, and he is also choosing the WWE down. Oh, and unfortunately just missed on the slider on the pipe right there. .145 left on the clock. I think I would have liked to have seen Ethan start with a little bit more jump off of the block, but it doesn't seem to be hurting him too much. Very powerful build. I think we'll see him go for the transfer on this one right here. And fantastic set that what you guys are seeing when these athletes fly, I don't know if you can see it from the camera angle that you have, but they are lofting up, setting their hips back as they're going through midair. Excellent execution through Army into up down. Ooh, and that is unfortunate for Ethan. He has had 2 fails at this point, so if he has another fail, he will stop accruing points. 6 points so far. What a fun obstacle, I'm telling you. That is my favorite obstacle this whole comp. Stroller coaster. All right, and Ethan is gearing himself up for Touch the Sky by Kanye West. flipping those hands around for this final skyhook transfer here. Hips are looking a little bit off. Oh, and it looks like he just didn't have it left in the tank. This is a tough course, but great work out of Ethan getting a solid amount of points. We're going to take a quick minute here to talk about some of our sponsors. I'll just talk about myself for a second here. My name is Mary Layton. I'm the commentator ninja, and I'm very, very happy to sponsor this 3-stage competition to benefit the National Alliance for Mental Illness. We are very excited about this comp here today. Really happy with all of our sponsors who donated funds for the prize money, which just brought in some more competitors. We actually had a couple sign up today. A few other sponsors that we'll talk about is Barn Built. That is a DGS line of obstacles created by Matt Bradley. We are going to get a view of a brand new Barn Built obstacle in stage 2.
Oh yeah.
We are pretty excited about it. Jackson's very pumped. It's really one of the coolest things I've seen. I can't wait for you guys to see it. So definitely tune in for that. All right, it's Mr. Woods. Very, very solid athlete. You're going to see a very fast, efficient, methodical run here. Now, it's interesting to say fast and efficient and methodical at the same time, because when you think methodical, you kind of just think like a methodical run. I'm trying to think of a good way to explain this to you guys. Paul is a analytical and thoughtful athlete. You can tell based on his movement that he has thought through and planned out every movement, and that's where the word methodical comes in. But in Ninja, the more that you give time to your plan and fully commit to your movements, really the faster and smoother you move through a course. So it's an interesting dynamic here. Oh, and unfortunately for Paul, not able to get through Frustration Alley. He looked like he was just about to make it on the ice cream sandwiches. Oh! And I think we're going to see Paul start to go for a quicker time. He has failed the 2 balance obstacles, and I think he knows he's one of those athletes that understands that's going to be where people lose their points. Really fast build here. Prepping to go to the V formation from the 988 hold. That 988 hold is sponsored and created by Stronghold Ninja, another one of our event sponsors here today. And I'm happy to see Paul get that tricky move here to the special delivery, because again, that is one of those make or break moments. Oh man. And this is not going quite as planned for Paul right now. Let's see if he can get it together for these next 2 5 points as of this moment. And easily getting through the stroller coaster. Checking it last time. Taking a breath before he goes on to these skyhooks right here. He knows he has to make it in order to have a good shot at getting to stage 2. Paul's goal today with the competition. Now he did still he got the point for those skyhooks. I think he does have to make the transfer to the bar. Oh, and almost had the transfer on the down for Brad grabs. Not quite the run that he was looking for. All right, so moving on to our next athlete. We have Ace Pritchard. Ace is 26 years old. He has only been training ninja for 1.5 years. So one of your greener athletes out here today. A lot of the field been training for 5, 6, 8 years is what we had with Cal. Paul Woods training for 9 years. So one of our newer ninja athletes. Now I've seen Ace compete at a couple of different competitions in the New England region. and he's got some pretty good movement, a lot of attack in how he approaches a course. He unfortunately did not get the point for obstacle number 2 because he did touch the wall. That is one of the rules. You are not allowed to touch the wall on there. So a little bit of a setback early on, but let's see how he recovers. Oh, wow. That was a slip down on the boomerang there. Now, one thing I'm impressed with what we just saw is that the awareness on a slider to set your hips back for the link up to that big move, that's getting into more advanced slider technique, which is not something you see in newer athletes. But I do think we just saw a bit of a rookie mistake there, not planning out the footwork quite as well. But no rookie moves here, blazing through the semi-straight line obstacle. And let's see, Ace is a powerful athlete, so shouldn't have any trouble building up this swing on the 988 hold of Skyfall. So much power, excuse me. Going to the V formation. And easily making it through that. Stomping through Army. Stomp Off Records happens to be one of our event sponsors here today. Oh, and a unfortunate slip race right off of the C.
Almost there.
And Ace, unfortunately, is not going to accrue any more points. He's definitely trying to get some of these obstacles and the stroll. Just such a fun obstacle. And we are moving on to Touch the Sky by Kanye West. This is a moment here where a lot of our athletes take a brief pause. Chalking up. If you do need chalk for your next ninja competition, highly recommend a bucket of chalk. One of our event sponsors here today. They're actually out in the lobby selling some chalk. I actually just bought the 1 pound bucket myself. I'm very excited to finally have a large chalk bucket. And Ace not able to get through those sky hooks. Again, a newer ninja athlete, still a phenomenal performance from someone who is so new to showing some really positive things. All right, everybody. Up next, we have Tom Alberti. All right, guys. Tom Alberti is 16 years old. He has been doing ninja for 7 years. Tom Alberti goes by Ninja Tom. He made it to stage 3 this most recent year at NNL Worlds. One of his proudest ninja accomplishments is that he's Jackson's friend. But that's certainly not the summary of all of Tom's accomplishments. He is always a strong performer at any competition he goes to. I believe he took first place for, I want to say he did really well in NNL Worlds when he was in the young adult division. Oh, but unfortunately not getting through the frustration right here. Frustration alley up for semi-straight line. A few leans there, but he makes it through. Tom also competed in the Gauntlet competition. Now the Gauntlet is going to be premiering at some Ninja Gyms near you. That is a competition sponsored by the WNL. Great movement out of Tom, linking through to that dismount. Looking a little bit light here through the Army. The movement there had a little bit through those steps, but he missed it. That drop to get special is a little bit interesting. And he's making it to that purple dismount. Getting a little bit wonky in that swing. You want to go for the pole. That pole is coming your way. He's really struggling here. But he's doing greatness, awareness, and oh, there we go. That post really gets in the way. Quite lined up enough to get the dismount on that. Something that Tom would like the world to know is that he is a friend of Michael Bellion. So we have only had 2 fails as of this point right now.
50 seconds.
And while Tom is taking a break, I just wanted to share with you, we've been asking all of our competitors on their athlete bios to share 2 things that you can show support to someone who might be struggling with mental health issues. And Tom said you can provide emotional support, and you can also be there to help them have some fun and maybe take their mind off of their troubles. And Tom is unfortunately getting really swung around on the skyhook move right here, but he's got it, good control, having a couple of issues just getting those swings lined up, but he's hanging in there and just gassing out on that obstacle. A pretty tough little bit on the course here. Definitely took some energy on the hang up that he had right there.
Oh no.
Is your name Paul? Pax. Okay, I was like, it's either Pax or it's either Paul, but thank you. All right, guys, this is Pax Carslaw. He is 15 years old. He's been doing ninja, again, another long-standing ninja vet, 5 years on the competitive scene, or I'll just say 5 years training. I don't know if he's been competing for 5 years. We sometimes have athletes in ninja who start off just training and then slowly mosey on in to the competitive field. Pax easily making it through the first obstacle. Some great ninja action here. Action Physical Therapy is one of our event sponsors, offering any sort of physical therapy needs. Oh, beautiful. That was very beautiful.
1 foot on it.
And Pax just had some really great flow through the first bit of the obstacle, but unfortunately got a little hung up on the dismount. That's okay. We're moving right along to Frustration Alley. Let's see if anybody can clear the ice cream sandwiches here on Frustration Alley. We have yet to see an athlete through this. Only those 2 blocks lined up next to each other. Very difficult. As soon as those ice cream sandwiches go down, they are no longer in play. Oh! And taking a hit to the ribs on semi-straight line. Pax is going to need to make sure that he does not have any additional fails and clears as many obstacles as possible if he wants to be in that top 75% that's moving on to stage 2. He has all the height that he needs. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful movement through there. Haven't seen as many athletes link that dismount as I was expecting to. All right, let's see if we can get Pax through up, down. If Pax can get through up, down, let's go. Linking right down to a special delivery shows a lot of confidence. And let's see if we can line up this one right here, looking good. Oh, it's a difficult movement right there, guys, because you're landing on a slant and you also cannot touch the wall. So it really just kind of forces you to be super precise with how you land and where your chest is at. So Pax, unfortunately, is not gaining any more points as of this time. That was his 3rd fail. But we're going to see if we can get him through the final obstacle. Final 2 obstacles here. Fun fact about Pax, he hates sharks. He thinks they're scary. Paxton will make stage 3 today. So we'll have to see how his run holds up. We've had a couple other runners not do as well on the balance obstacles and that special delivery move. But still, overall, a great run for Pax. Coming to us from Steel City Ninjas, very exciting to see so many ninja teams represented.
It's come off like every single time. I'm like, dude,
All right, some of our other sponsors for the competition, some Sassy Art. I just took a look at their Instagram. Some interesting vibes, a little bit of comic book art thrown in there, very edgy, very colorful stuff. I'm very excited about that art brand actually, and they are one of our competition sponsors here today. So go ahead. We have our competition sponsor, and we're excited that they were helping us support NAMI, the National Alliance for Mental Issues. Wait, I'm sorry guys, I just forgot the name again. The National Alliance for Mental Issues, I believe. All right guys, this is Mazi. He's been doing ninja for 3 years, exploded onto the scene, one of your top athletes. Some great flow here. Let's link that dismount, perfect. Blazing through the first 3 obstacles in under 30 seconds. Now he's decided to slow it down a little bit by taking on Magic Trick. Lean down and grab that pipe. He's a little close to those gray boxes. I don't know if that's going to work out for him. One of your taller athletes doesn't have to bend down quite as much. Oh, wow. Wow. That was beautiful. This balance obstacle is so easy to get uncomfortable, but using his stride all the way through, these balance obstacles are extremely critical to execute in order to make sure that you get as many points as possible. Mazi is crushing it right now. Mazi is really excited to be here at Jack's 3-stage competition. He's an ANWG competitor. He also is excited that no one in the world shares his name. It's the only Mazi. It looks like we might be headed towards our first full clear here, guys. Jack getting really excited. Oh no! The commentators heard. I shouldn't have said it. Oh man, a little too much confidence. Oh! All right. Mazi has 20 on the clock, and he still gets some points. As of right now, he has 7. Probably will be in that top 25% moving on to stage 2. Let's see if we can get him through this obstacle right here. Mazi would like you to know that he's here for you. You are not alone. Oh. All of community. And some congratulations from the team. What a great run for Mazi. Looking really fire through so many of those movements. All right, we are going to get a look at our first batch of female competitors coming through the course. We're resetting that time limit to 4 minutes, giving the female athletes just a bit more time to get through this challenging course.
Next up, we have Corinne.
Corinne is a triplet, and Corinne, for anybody who's, oh, look at that reach. Love the aggression. For anyone who's familiar with ninja, you know the name Corinne Capriati. She is an ANW Junior Season 3 competitor. She is the 2020 NNL World Champion and the 2018 NNL World Champion. This course, oh, the set, and it looks like we almost had the link for the dismount there. But the trapeze bar being on a triangle. You see her dropping that hand down to try to correct it. She's using her control here to really correct the swing. Looks like we're getting back to where we need to be here. You actually saw, there it is. Beautiful. Now you know that she is a champion athlete just on how quickly she controlled that crazy swing. Can she get through ice cream sandwiches? Now she's deciding to put her feet directly forward. I like that move. Oh, but still not quite enough to get through ice cream sandwiches. Her goal today is to finish the course. She also loves doing ninja, and she wants the world to know it. Corinne Capriati is 13 years old, ladies and gentlemen. Out here performing like a pro. You would never know that she's only in the team division. Huge build right here. Showing some great power. Let's see if she's going to go. Probably one more swing. And going right here. Oh, and not quite enough to get the distance on that. A giant pendulum swing like that is really tricky to maintain all of your momentum and make sure that you have enough build. Oh, what a save! What a save from Corinne. The one-handed grab on the special delivery. Oh, and went for the link right into the bottom special delivery, but unfortunately did not make it. That is going to be it for Corinne as far as earning points, but let's see if we can get her through some of these other obstacles.
Come on, you got this. You've done this before. It's not really.
Beautiful. Now what's, oh, interesting. Good. Oh, and a tough hit on the post there, but she's doing okay. We have about a minute left on the clock for Corinne to get through these final two obstacles. Skyhook's a little bit more of a precise move, but I think that that's definitely something in Corinne's wheelhouse. Flipping those hands around, going for this next transfer. Now we know that Corinne can correct a swing that's a little bit off kilter. She gets those hips under control, going straight for the next one. Beautiful. Oh, and just peeled off. Fantastic. Taking a look at the hands, making sure we don't have any rips. Nice job out of Corinne today. And that is going to be it. Oh no, that's not it. We are just switching the time limit. All right. We have Elkins Park. They are one of our sponsors for the competition, helping you with any of your family medicine needs. And Springside Chestnut Hill Academy, it is a school, a private school in this area. We're very excited to have them on board as sponsors for the event. Please do give them a look on social media. All right. And it looks like we are waiting just a second to make sure that the Stronghold Ninja hold is reset properly where it's supposed to go. Sometimes on these giant hanging things,
Like sky high.
Today's competition benefits the NAMI, that is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. We are out here today to help prevent suicide. We have asked all of our athletes to tell us exactly, 2 things that you can show support to someone you know who may be struggling with mental illness. We've had some really, really awesome comments from the athletes. A few that I didn't get to share earlier. Paul Woods available. Listen from our next athlete on here, Tom Albert. Again, I shared this before, but it's really good. I think we're going to share that one more time. You know, emotional support and help them out and help them keep their mind off things. Be there for them to give them something to look forward to in the day, or just a helping hand. You can also, of course, refer them to the 988 line. Now national, you can call to any help or support through mental health issues. We have a little bit of a break here to take a look at the stronghold obstacle. It looks like we just want to make sure it's reset for all of the athletes. So while we are on a little break here, we're going to take the camera on a journey. And let's see. I always like to talk to people in between these areas. Just need to find someone to talk to. I see Max Feinberg and Josiah Papel. We're going to head on over and talk to these guys here while we're waiting for that to get squared away.
Mary.
Hello, Max,
Yes.
Josiah. How are you guys feeling today?
I feel great.
You feel
I'm
great?
tired.
You're tired? Josiah, why are you tired today?
I did a workout a couple days ago, and I still haven't recovered.
Did a workout a couple days ago. I'm not sure how much this mic is picking up, so I'm going to repeat everything they say, and I'm sorry if it's obnoxious. But Josiah did a workout. He's pretty sore. What type of workout did you do, Josiah?
I did a half mile, 45-pound plate farmer's carry.
Exactly. I wish you guys could see Carol's face right now, because Carol's reactions have been probably one of the best things about today. When she sees crazy... Carol, have you ever seen Ninja before?
Yes.
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 And you're still as excited, still amazed at the crazy moves she's seeing today. And we're still going to see Josiah do some crazy moves today, because even though he's tired, I know he's going to execute. Looking forward to it.
Looks like I'm thinking about failing it. You know?
You're thinking about failing
Yeah.
it? That's
It looks
exactly
like
why
pretty
you
good
would
one to
fail it if you
He's trying to get angry right off the bat. They call him the Hulk. 'cause
This
he's
is-
so...
I doubt that.
I don't think I've ever
I'm
gotten
gonna
that
fix
vibe.
that.
Yep. All right, it looks like we are ready to go. And here goes Adam Burnett. Thanks for the introduction there. Guys, with the floaties over the first obstacle, right on to Ring Ring. Who is it? Guys, Adam Burnett has been on the competition scene for so many years. He is a 6-year Ninja veteran, high-level athlete. He is the owner of Fit Build Co., and he is taking his time to set things correctly on the, beautiful, on the slider. Nice movement right through there. For his biggest ninja accomplishments, Adam lists never getting the call. Adam has applied for Ninja Warrior for quite a few years, has not gotten the call. I do believe he's done some testing, but still an incredibly solid athlete. And it looks like we have our first athlete through the ice cream sandwiches. That is a clear. That was amazing. Excellent precision. Just knew exactly what he was doing. Oh, unfortunately did not make it through the semi-straight line, but he said, I got one, so he's happy about that. Goals for today, make it through stage 1. So far, so good. Now we do have one fail, but we're gonna call it a clear if we get all the way through. And bar tech is something that Adam works on a decent amount. He's pretty great with flying bar moves. So we'll see how that translates over to some of the down for Brad grabs move, which we actually haven't seen too many athletes get to as of yet. So we're looking good so far, 6 points on. Time to hop down to a special. Now Adam's taking a little bit more of a methodical approach, making sure that he sets himself up for each movement. So you can go to the Bosu or to the bar. And let's see if we can get this crazy dismount onto the purple here. Huh? No, we had one clear earlier. And Adam gets the clear. We've only had one other clear of that so far. Now, one thing I'd like to give Adam a shout out, I actually shouted out this company at the Vitality 3-stage competition, Fit Build Co. That is Adam's construction company for Ninja, any Ninja needs you have, Ninja rigs, 18-foot warped walls, you name it, he is able to build it for you. Adam was the previous owner of Sen City, which also did Ninja builds. So lots of experience and just some high quality Ninja builds, but he's struggling here on the move to the Stronghold Ninja triangle. Oh no. And an unfortunate end to Adam's run. It looks like the endurance just gassed out a little bit there. All right. Another quick shout out to our sponsor, Stomp Off Records, a jazz recording company, fun fact, founded by, I believe, Jackson's grandfather. Making a guess here. All right, and we're going to have another minor delay on the Ninja Works side of things. There's Matt Strollo, I imagine the creator of the stroller coaster. How's everyone doing in the chat? How's everyone doing? I can't see any of your comments, but somebody will tell me what they are. We're going to take a quick second. My name is Mary Layton. I'm the Commentator Ninja. I'm shouting out myself because I'm an event sponsor. It's a little weird, not going to lie, but it's okay. We'll get through it. Perfect. We're back to the action. This is Milo Carpenter. She's been doing Ninja for 6 years, more than half of her life. She is only 13 years old. She owns a tiny plant, I believe, from what I'm seeing on this piece of paper right here. So we got a plant mom in the house. She has gone to NNL Worlds 6 times. Lots of competition experience under this young lady's belt. And she actually placed second Worlds in 2016. If I'm doing the math correctly, she would have been in the 6th to 8th division at that point in time. She also made it to stage 3 in 2021. So fantastic to see her out here today. Beautiful tech right there, getting the move and lined up pretty solidly for that dismount. There she goes. I see some aggression coming out of Milo right now. Awesome performance. Deciding to go with Magic Trick. Let's see how this plays out for her. I would say, honestly, Magic Trick is a pretty smart decision at this point. The competitors have mostly gotten through this that have attempted it, but you've not seen only one get through the Frustration Alley. The ice cream is proving to be extremely difficult, but Milo so far so good. A little bit on moving that PVC. Oh, and I see why it got a little bit. She recovered really, really well. Awesome commitment on that. Take up a little bit of her time here. She's really gonna have to. Really gonna have to commit here. We'll see if she goes slowly across the PVC. And indeed, she's using that duck foot technique, keeping those feet far apart. And so far, so good, getting through WWE SmackDown. Milo's making this look like a walk in the park. Beautiful. Grabbing some chalk before she gets going on this. Now, we have not seen a female athlete make it through this move right here. We saw Corinne Capriati with a great build, just not quite able to get all the way there. Now, Milo is building up, and it looks like she knew that wasn't going to pan out for her, so deciding to keep the time for some other obstacles she might feel a little confident about. Not a bad strategy. She has not had any fails as of yet on course. Still collecting points. We've got the move to the PC, now just for the down move. Oh, not quite enough time to get there. But we're still collecting points as of right now.
Good, how are you?
So it looks as though she's taking a few deep breaths. About to fly to the Stronghold Ninja. Oh, beautiful execution. Do we get the point here? We just need to get clear. And we have another point. 7 points. She has not a lot of time left. She's really going to need to get herself moving here. Oh, and just not anything left in the tank. Now, Milo gave me one of the funnest facts of everyone here. The longest wedding veil was 63 football fields long. Yeah, 63 football fields long. That's pretty impressive. I was a little shocked when I read that. I'm going to have to Google that later today. All right. We have a couple more runners to through. Jackson, how many more in this wave? Okay. We'll figure that out for you viewers. Not really sure how many runners we have left, but we're going to keep going through the sheet here. Alrighty, we're going to go through some of our sponsors one more time. I referenced myself a little bit earlier before the last run. I also have a YouTube channel. It's called the Commentator Ninja Channel. Please go check that out. We talk about all things ninja. And definitely go give that a subscribe for lots of ninja content. And now Alex board. As Alex is going through the course, we're going to talk a little bit about Barn Built Ninja. Barn Built Ninja, it is a branch of DGS, but some obstacles that have been created by Matt Bradley, who you'll get to see compete later today. We're unveiling a completely new Barn Built obstacle in stage 2. We're pretty excited about it. Some others, I'll name them quickly. Stronghold Ninjas, Stomp Off Records, Springside Chestnut Hill Academy, Action Physical Therapy, some Saxy Art, Bucket of Chalk, and Elkins Park Family Medicine. And now moving on to Alex Fedor, who is our athlete here on the course today, 15 years old, been doing ninja for almost 3 years. So one of your athletes with a little bit less experience under his belt than some of our other competitors, but still taking away nothing for him. It looks like he trains out of Ninja Logic. He is able to do an 18-foot mega wall, a 13-foot lache, and has had 5 first place wins in the NNL in season 7. Not having the best time on this balance obstacles as of right now. Let's see if he can get through WWE SmackDown, just a little bit of a slip. So that is unfortunately his 3rd fail, but I think we're going to see him crush the rest of this course right here. Alex states in one of his, something that he wants the world to know is that he has anxiety, and ninja is something that helps him with that. Oh! And the set on the hips was actually really, really solid. When you see the mat in that they were going here, it looks like he is yakking out right now. We've got a minute 29 left. So we'll see if we can get him through the last 3 obstacles. Ooh, and almost made it. Looks like we just needed a little more commitment on that move. And Alex is going to finish out his run. A couple of great pointers from Alex for what you can do to show support to someone who's struggling with mental health issues. Listen, don't judge, and be kind. Fantastic pointers. So, moving on to Emma Gross, coming to us from Dexterity Depot. She is 14 years old and has been doing ninja for 3.5 years. Looks like we're working on some resets here. Can't even give them one extra second, Jackson. That could make or break it. Now Emma is capable of doing a 14.9 warped wall and a 10.5-foot lache. To be able to do a 10.5-foot lache at Emma's height means you have a lot of power, and so pretty excited to see her out here on the course today and see some of that power. Maybe we can get her through Skyfall, but her goal today is to do her best and to have fun. So, Action Physical Therapy is a sponsor of today's event. They are available for any physical therapy needs that you may have, whether that's moving better through life or moving better as an athlete. And Some Saxy Art is one of our competition sponsors. Check them out on Instagram. Some pretty phenomenal art pieces that they have. Very interesting style. Definitely go ahead and check them out today. Also, one of our sponsors is Bucket of Chalk. You may see Bucket of Chalk cropping up on your news feed every so often. They have a pretty great feed. They also have a competition coming up this year. Is Bucket of Chalk is their third annual 3-stage competition. Guys, I'm a huge fan of 3 stages, and they're just so fun.
Next up, we have Emma.
Lots of creativity in the obstacles, and we have a lot of creative obstacles out here today that Emma is about to tackle. Now, Emma is wearing a knee brace. I'm not sure if she has had some kind of injury or if that's just there for support, but it's not slowing her down at all. Easily through the first obstacle, and looks like she was ready to go for that right up. Oh, could have gone for it there, but not quite feeling ready. And here we go. Very nice work out of her so far today. Moving on to obstacle number 3, the 7 split. Going to need to build up. And you saw her looking down at the ground, wasn't quite ready for that lache up. Now with the knee brace on, we'll see which way she decides to go for the balance. It looks like she is going to take on Frustration Alley. We'll see how she does on the ice cream sandwiches, as well as these skinny precision bars. Getting the feet lined up. Oh, and I like that pressure. You see her on the back foot to make sure that she is really transferring that weight evenly. Oh, and just got a little off to the side. All right, a mad dash across these. Now, you could take a slower approach. It looks like that's what she's going to do. Just need to stay confident, keeping your weight centered. That's called semi-straight line. I don't believe that these things are completely straight. And she, almost so close on that obstacle.
2:15 left.
All right, let's see that power. Capable of doing a 10.5-foot lache. So let's see this crazy build here. And you can see, oh, look at that build. Look at that height. Really crushing it on the backswing and the front swing. Let's hope we see some more. I think I want one more swing before we go for it. Really need to keep that power in the backswing. I think she's there. Keeping that power. Here it is. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, and so close. Our closest female athlete today to making that move. Look at that. I'm just looking at the look on her face right now. She is lining it up. There she goes. Ooh, it looks like she wasn't a huge fan of that, but she committed most of the way through. Time to tackle the stroller coaster. Here we go, Emma. Time for a big lache up. Oh, and she decided to hop down to the mat. Got her hands on it. 1 minute left for Emma. And figuring out that swing. and not quite able to get it. Emma! And what a great athlete, helping us reset the course. All right.
Guys, if you're not in the next couple of runners, I'm going to live stream so you guys can get out. Yeah.
All right, we have about 4 runners left in this wave. We are switching back the time limits for our male and female athletes.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
Encouraging me to go fast.
All right, stepping up to the starting platform is Josiah Pipel. He is an athlete that's been doing for 9 years. That's how old he is. I believe just 16 or 16. Josiah has a fear of ropes. Thankfully, no ropes today for him to attack. Now, Josiah already threw the first 3 in the amount of time it took me to give a brief introduction. That is probably all you really need to know about just how good Josiah is. Another thing you need to know, he just cleared the ice cream sandwiches, which again, we've only seen one other athlete do. Josiah has made it to stage 3 on American Ninja Warrior and is on the 2019 NNO World Podium. He's also won competitions as prestigious as UBW, which a lot of you know, very difficult competition, a lot of competitors that go out to that. No problem getting through Skyfall here, looking very casual. That's something you see out of Josiah quite a bit. His goal for today's competition is to have fun and inspire people to go after their goals. Very awesome. Oh! Awesome thing to be doing while you're out here on the course. A bit of a mix-up on the special delivery swing right there, but based on what I know of Josiah and how his run has gone so far, I do think we will see him in stage 2. I wonder if there will be a rope in stage 2 or stage 3. He doesn't like climbing ropes. But again, no ropes today. And guys, we haven't seen anyone complete down for Brad grads. Josiah is one of the athletes that absolutely could complete it. So let's hope we get the skyhook transfer. Oh, and then actually moved the positioning of the skyhook. Here it is. Oh, and not quite enough to get that move, but still a solid move. Solid run today. One of his 2 ways to show support to someone who is struggling with mental health issues is be there as someone to vent to. Very good advice. And now we have, stepping up to the starting platform, Ava Colasanti. All right. Ava is 17 years old. She's been doing ninja for 6 years. She's appeared on A&W season 13 and 14. Very solid competitor. Unfortunately, not getting through that first obstacle, but I don't expect her to have any issues with any of these upper body obstacles. That is where she really shines. That is one of her strengths. And once she settles in and gets comfortable on a course, she really does a phenomenal job of just executing. So, oh, and that was not what I expected to see out of Ava today. Very powerful athlete. So let's hope she shakes off those first 2 fails and can crush it for the rest of it here. Ava has participated in the Ninja Sport Network Championship. She got 4th place, had some really solid performances in that competition. Also did extremely well in Worlds 2021 for the NNL. She got 2nd place at that competition. So it looks like she's not feeling as comfortable today, but still working to get through Magic Trick. Really trying to get her positioning there, and excellent work. Now, guys, when I see things like that, that is what just makes me confident in athletes. Didn't give up, even if it felt a little bit unsure and unsteady. She really put in the work to make sure that she executed there, getting to that step. Now time for a commitment. Commitment, excellent, getting through. I think she's coming back. I think she's feeling it a little bit more like herself out here. Now time for another. Again, a little hesitant, but she did see Milo Carpenter execute this obstacle before. And again, you just see her not giving up, making sure that she is going to be able to set herself up for this spinning PVC pipe. Now, Ava is unfortunately using up a lot of time on these balance obstacles, taking a slower approach. But the slower approach isn't necessarily a bad idea if you're going to clear some obstacles that the other athletes had failed. Excellent. Now, Ava competed here at the 2020 Regional Championships for the Northeast Division, and they had a giant swing on this setup that was very similar. Ava was the only girl that was able to actually execute the move. That was largely due to her grip strength, but also just her ability to build up a giant swing. So I do expect to see her get through this, but we're not gonna do the commentator's curse, but just look at this build. She's already there in 3 swings, really crushing that back swing. We need a nice big build on the back. Here it is, lots of power. Oh, and it looks like she just lost a little bit of momentum on that last final swing. So at this point, Ava is no longer able to amass points because she has had 3 fails in the course so far. But I think we're gonna see her have some fun on the rest of these obstacles. Ooh, and grabbed a little bit low there, but she made it. Oh, 4 fails. Oh, okay, so she is still getting points. Thank you. So Ava is going to skip that Bosu, going up to that bar. So we're gonna wanna see her try to get this clear here. And she's looking good, the lineup is good. It's not super comfortable, but we're gonna try to get the clear. Oh, and unfortunately just fell off right there. And trying to get up to the warped wall for this fun obstacle. Her time is up. We're gonna let her go ahead and finish this one, the stroller coaster. It's too fun not to try. Let's see what Ava's got for us here on this obstacle. Setting the hips back. Oh, not quite ready for the commitment there. But thank you, Ava, for a fantastic run. And I'm just going to go ahead and share some of her advice for those struggling with mental illness. She says, take one step at a time and do your best to have a positive outlook. Thank you, Ava, for some strong words of wisdom. All right, it is time for our second to last athlete, Willie Wehrig, 14 years old. He has been doing ninja for 5 years. He has been to the same amount of UBWs as stages in this comp. So three times. That's okay, I don't have a camera, so I don't have to,
Yeah, Willie!
All right, Willie is moving through pretty well. Willie's appeared on AW Junior. His 3 biggest ninja accomplishments, he's smart, and he can do a lock-off. We are pretty excited to see how smart he is on the course here today. Looking forward to see a little bit of fancy execution here. Beautiful setback of the hips. Oh, looks like he wasn't quite ready for that drop right there. but that's all right. His goal for the competition today is to have fun. And let's see if we can have a little fun on the magic trick obstacle. I gotta say, this whole comp is fun. All of the obstacles really, really are fun. And the progression is also pretty solid. All right, Will is doing good so far. Making it through magic trick, not spending too much time. Oh, and it looks like he put his hands on the gray blocks right there. So not allowed in this obstacle. He is going to go ahead and tackle WWE SmackDown. Looks like he's taking a slower approach here. It has been successful for two of our athletes that have attempted to go that direction. Ooh, but Willie did not turn that left foot out, and that caused the PVC to spin. Really need to make sure if you are going to take the slower approach, you make both feet turned out evenly to keep control over the on the rollers. Here. To keep the commitment to the swing. There it is. Excellent work. And we are good so far. So we have 2 males at this point. Getting pretty low on time here. And now let's see if we can get the clear here on the dismount. Excellent job.
30 seconds, Will.
Oh, and makes it. Willie is pushing through. And we are down at the end of Willie's time. It looks like we're gonna let him finish that skyhook move. Very excellent loft up to that second skyhook. Need some control here. Let's see how he does on the next move. He's got it. Now we'll see if we can get this last flying bar move. Oh, unfortunately, not able to get it, but still a great run out of Willie. We're happy to have him here at the competition today. We are coming over to our last competitor. In this wave, we have another wave of our pro competition. Right now, we have Matt Keller. Matt Keller, another
All
ninja.
this week testing it.
He created it and he can't reset it.
Oh boy. Matt Keller, another ninja who has been doing ninja for more than half of his life. He is 15 years old and has been doing ninja for 7.
You have a question?
We are ready to see him. Final runner. Now, Matt's fun fact here is that no one calls him by his first name, so we might need to start calling him Keller, I guess. Very quickly through the first 2 obstacles. Trains here at Gravity Forge, so a little bit of home field advantage. Oh, okay. The slider looked a little bit tough, and we are all the way through. Now, deciding to go with magic trick again. The ice cream sandwich has not been incredibly successful for these athletes. We've only seen 2 athletes successfully. So Matthew is figuring out exactly how he wants to bend down. His feet are not really too spread apart. They're even right now. Can't touch the tray. Oh. Struggling a little bit to find his center. Really need to use those knees a little bit and bend down, but it does shift where your weight is. So unfortunately, just not able to finish up on Magic Trick right there. Looks like we're gonna attack WWE SmackDown. Oh, and just slipping off of the PVC.
Got 145.
He is now going to continue through Skyfall. Let's see what type of build we have here. Now on the Gravity Forge team, a lot of the athletes here do gymnastics as well as Ninja, and the power you see out of them is crazy. Just like that throw right there, that was very powerful. Matt on that one definitely used not just his hips to get him where he wanted to go, but also threw off of the 988 hold. Sponsored by Stronghold Ninja. Thank you guys for that. And Matt's doing really well right here. He trains with Matt Strollo. He has made it to stage 2 at NNL Worlds. All right, he is lining up this dismount. This dismount is really tricky. You're going to a slanted service, and you also have a giant post in your way that is killing your swing. There we go. Oh, good. All right, Keller executed that movement. Total of 6 points as of right now, our final runner. Let's see if we can get him through these last couple of obstacles. He only has 30 seconds as of right now. Oh, geez, 15 seconds. He did say on his athlete bio he had too much cake last night. Hopefully that's not going to slow him down to finish right here. Oh, man. Great run out of Keller here today. Fantastic.
That concludes wave 2.
That is, all right. That is the end of stage 1, wave 1 for the pro competition, 3-stage Gravity Forge comp. Said a lot of things right there, not in the right order, but you get the idea. We're really excited to bring wave 2 to you. We will also be doing stages 2 and 3 tomorrow. We'll update you on what time those are going to be at. I believe wave 2 starts at 1:30, so we're going to do rules probably at 1:30, and we'll get started around 2. So come on back to the Gravity Forge page to get all of that action. My name is Mary Layton. I'm the Commentator Ninja, and we will see you right back here.